And we're here at the Monster Mile for the next event in the Sunoco Busch Grand National Series, the 5-hour Energy 200 here at Dover International Speedway. 39 cars qualified here, so that means that, unfortunately for Adam Chambers, Dunn Laprad, and Zed Weinstein, they are all outside looking in. But on the pole is our Daytona winner, the number 85 Burger King Ford Van Batson, 164.979 miles an hour. Celia Brewer, the Martinsville winner, is on the outside. Row number 2 will be Adam Fiegel, the number 43, and on the outside will be the 41 Buick of Darnell Jones. Dougie Shears, the South Boston pole sitter in the 68, will go on the outside. On the inside of row 3, and on the outside will be our two-time winner from Texas and Nashville, Christina Cowan. Jason Wong, the number 72 Olds, and Emily Johnson, the winner at South Boston, make row number 4. Row 5 will be Hayden Klein in the number 88 Pontiac, and Faith Johnson, the 86 Lumina, the Richmond pole sitter. Row number 6 will be Jeremy Dewey, the pole sitter at Texas, and Trey Roberts, the 23 Splitfire Spark Plugs Olds. Row number 7 will be Andre Castro in the 30, Juliet Leonard in the 80, the winner at Nazareth. Row number 6. In row number 8 will be Casey Hutchinson in the 45 and Grace Freeman in the 77. Row 9 will be Charles Jackson in the 59 and Diana Panic, a two-time winner at California, and our last event at Charlotte.
Drivers, start your engines!
Row number 10 will be the number 29 of Nick Knotts and the number 95 of Lena Savage. Row number 11 will be Gerald Ickmat, the Talladega winner, and Jack Richardson, the McDonald's number 27 Ford. Row number 12 will be Christian Brandon and Ralph Green. Row number 13 will be our Darlington winner, Jordan Hetzer, and our Bristol winner and Busch All-Stars winner, Matt Richardson, the 49 Lumina. Keith Batson in the number 52 Napa Ford and Grace Gunnan make row number 14. Row 15 will be Gabriella Bryan and our points leader, Kelsey McEwen. Row number 16 will be Jacob Rodriguez, the 13 Glidden Paints Lumina, and Tim Gardner, our winner at Rockingham in the 97 Olds. Row number 17 will be Ed Gardner, 93, and Tim Freilich, our Richmond winner, in the 48. Courtney Winterbauer and Alexander Wilson-Leach will make row number 18. Ken Johnson and Mike Doobie will make row 19. And rounding out the field will be Matthew Rodriguez in the 14 Copenhagen Olds. With 20 laps around the 1 mile Monster Mile. That by the winter time it's a harness racing track, and by the daytime, the spring, and the rest of the year, it's fast horsepower in a different light. As they come down, again, the front straightaway, green flag flies. It's actually the backstretch of the harness racing track that they hold during the winter time. Which, ironically, a lot of the infield is harness racing gravel. And Ann Batson currently leads the field, but here comes Adam Fiegel. Dougie Shears now in third. Here comes Jason Wong, Hayden Klein now in the top 5. Going back a little bit. Beat shot. Great 3 abreast racing going on. Currently the leader is Ann Batson. Adam Fiegel's in second, Dougie Shears is in third. Then it's Jason Wong and Hayden Klein. Top 5. There's Andre Castro. They start to spread out a little bit. Emily Johnson. We got some 3 abreast racing going back here with Christina Cowan. Battling it out with Ralph Green and Jordan Hetzer. The points leader is actually in the back of the pack. You can see that's the 38 Ford. That is, you guessed it, Kelsey McEwen. Dougie Shears going up high and letting Faith Johnson take the top 5. Excuse me, now it's the top 6. Not really in the top 5, but Adam Fagel's going to challenge for number 1. Ann Batson, our Daytona winner. Right now, last in the points, ironically. Wins Daytona, but she's been stagnated. And we got yellow. I think it may have to do with the number 61 of Jordan Hetzer. Involved in that situation. Let's see what happened with Jordan, our Darlington winner. I think it also may have to do with the number... Yeah, all backstretch stuff going on. You see, there's the number 40 of Courtney Winterbauer, the number 47 of Alexander Wilson Leach. Winterbauer goes into Hetzer. Hetzer goes into Jack Richards. And Wilson Leach gets spun right in front of Richards. Going in the grass is Courtney Winterbauer. Fortunately gets back up on the racing surface fine. And that's where it all came about. Let's go on board with Matt Richards. Well, what goes on with Matt Richards? And he still did a heck of a driving job to get out of there. Unbelievable. So let's go back to where we started. Ann Batson's still leading. Adam Fiegel's in second. Jason Fwong is now third. Hayden Klein is in fourth. Jeremy Doobie rounding at the top 5. Then it's Faith Johnson, Andre Castro, Casey Hutchinson, Charles Jackson, and Dougie Shears rounding at the top 10. Then it's Nick Knotts, Celia Brewer, Jack Richards, Keith Batson, Gabriella Bryan, Jacob Rodriguez, Christian Brannon, Emily Johnson, Ken Johnson, Matthew Rodriguez, Grace Friedman, Ed Gardner, Tim Freilich, Lena Savage, Mike Doobie, Juliet Leonard, Tim Gardner, Darnell Jones, Gerald Ickmat, Ralph Green, Grace Gunnan, Trey Roberts, Kelsey McEwen, Diana Panic, Christina Cowan, Matt Richards, Courtney Winterbauer, Alexander Wilson Leach, and Jordan Hetzer. Everybody still technically in the race for the good news. And it's right now lap number 9 of 20. One more time around, I think. Yep, I think we'll be starting this race on lap 11. So it'll be halfway point officially for Ann Batson. Yep, we'll be back at racing. It'll be 10 down and 10 to go for Ann Batson. Pace car drops off. Ann Batson's going to lead the field back to the green flag. 10 down and 10 to go. Looking to get her second win for the season and really get her off the last place bump. Beagle's looking for his first win of the season. Same with Jason Wong, who technically won the Busch Open. Hayden Klein finished second in the Busch Open. Hayden Klein's looking for his first win of the season, and he's going to try to go to the inside to get the third spot on Wong. There's Faith Johnson. And it's still... Heard some skidding of tires. I didn't know what was that. Well... I must have been hearing things. Nonetheless... Dougie Shears going past by Grace Gunnan. And it's still Ann Batson leading. 8 laps to go. Fifth spot right now is Casey Hutchinson. Matthew Rodriguez trying to make a move on Dougie Shears. And that's just that. 7 laps to go. 6 to go. As now it's a three-way dance, actually a four. Can Ann Batson hold off the two Pontiacs right behind her? Adam Fiegel and Hayden Klein. 5 laps to go. I mean, if you're Hayden Klein, you need to make a move. If you're Tim Fiegel, you need to make a move. You better hope there's no yellows, which will basically end the race right then and there. Thankfully, that's not the case. Not enough momentum. None of the guys are making a move, apparently, which is really bizarre. 4 to go. This time by, it'll be 3 laps to go. They're basically just staying there, stagnated. Little bit of a go on the inside for Fiegel, but not enough. 2 to go this time by. Right now it's wire to wire for Ann Batson. But it's not like the other drivers have an opportunity to make a move, and they do. White flag this time by for Ann Batson, looking to get her second win of the season. We already saw it happen with Diana Panic in Charlotte. We saw it with Christina Cowan in Nashville. This is do or die time, and none of them are making the move, which is really bizarre. They're basically just handing the victory to Ann Batson. It's funny because Ann Batson's going to win this race, and Hayden Klein will actually take, I don't know if he'll take second. They make a move, but it's kind of irrelevant. Fiegel will still get second. Hayden Klein will get third. Faith Johnson will get fourth. Casey Hutchinson will get fifth. Andre Castro, Nick Knotts, Jason Wong, Celia Brewer, Keith Batson rounding at the top 10. So you got both husband and wife in the top 10. One wins, the other one finishes in 10th. Gabriella Bryan, Christian Brannon, Jack Richards, Emily Johnson, Ken Johnson, Matthew Rodriguez, Dougie Shears, Charles Jackson, Jacob Rodriguez, and Ed Gardner. So the Rodriguez brothers are in the top 20. Then Juliet Leonard, Darnell Jones, Gerald Ickmack, Grace Gunnan, Ralph Green, Kelsey McEwen, Christina Cowan, Grace Freeman, Tim Gardner, Tim Freilich, Mike Doobie, Trey Roberts, Jordan Hetzer, Matt Richards, Diana Panic, Jeremy Doobie, Alexander Wilson Leach, Lena Savage, and Courtney Winterbauer rounds out the field. But your winner today, getting her second for the season at Dover, Ann Batson, the Burger King 85 Ford. That really helps. But we go into our points for our next event. 15 events in the bag. Kelsey McEwen still leading with that. Both of them with lackluster performances. Kelsey will stay in the lead. Christina Cowan's second with 116 points behind. Keith Batson actually has closed the gap on Christina Cowan, as now he's 46 points with that top 10 finish behind Christina. Nick Knotts, Hayden Klein, Juliet Leonard, Ralph Green, Emily Johnson, Dougie Shears, and Faith Johnson rounding out the top 10. Then it's Mike Doobie, Jordan Hetzer, Tim Freilich, Courtney Winterbauer, Adam Fiegel, Gerald Ickmatt, Ed Gardner, Jason Wong, Darnell Jones, and Gabriella Bryan, your top 20. Then Ken Johnson, Grace Gunnan, Celia Brewer, Christian Brannon, Trey Roberts, Andre Castro, Tim Gardner, Charles Jackson, Casey Hutchinson, Alexander Wilson Leach, Diana Panic, Jacob Rodriguez, Grace Freeman, Zed Weinstein, Lena Savage, Ann Batson, Jack Richards, Matthew Rodriguez, Jeremy Doobie, Matt Richards, Don Lamprad, and Adam Chambers. And obviously Adam Chambers is just one of those things where if you have the lowest number, it'll just knock you off. It just, I don't understand why it does it, but unfortunately, if Adam Chambers can get a turnaround and really start, pounding out wins, it'll make the lack of starts being insignificant, because hey, that could happen. But nonetheless, the next event will be another trip back to Nashville for the second time this season for the Federated Auto Parts 300. That'll be next. Can Christina Cowan sweep the Nashville events? Or will there be another repeat winner, or will there be another first-time winner? We'll find that out. Well, we got the Cup cars next at Dover.